Yeah, YouTube, what's good? Back with another video today. Today's topic: leading from the front. Right, being a leader, being somebody that other people can look up to, other people can believe in, other people can admire. Right. It starts with you all the time. All the time it starts with you. You have to, which is why I would say this always comes back to self-improvement. You always got to build yourself up first to be anything else for anybody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your mask on before you save anybody else, right? And it's easier to do it when you're the walking testimony, right? It's easier to people to want to follow you to the gym when you're already in shape. You've already done the work. You already know how hard it is. You've already done the groundwork so that other people can believe that you know what you're doing, right? It's easier to tell a dude, don't listen to what bitches say, watch what they do, when you've been through it. When you know they be lying. You know they be lying. And you know, and you talk to these women and you know that they don't mean what they say. So you gotta watch what they do. It's easier to tell somebody that when they've been through it, when you can see that they have a system in place that gives them the results of obtaining women or keeping women around or whatever response from women that he wants is really the thing, right? It's easier when you've already done the work and you're leading from the front. It's easier for people who want to follow you. Then on the other hand, there's some dude just talking about something that they read up on, or something that they think they know, and they haven't done any field research, haven't done nothing with it themselves, haven't put it into action. This is all theory based, right? So it's easier to do shit when you lead from the front. And the reason this topic is even something that's on my mind, because yesterday, let me get clear, I'm not a trainer. I don't have the patience or the mental capacity to be training people, right? I think it might be better if I work out first and then train people instead of trying to train them while I'm working out. That might be the issue I'm running into, right? But to set out there to say, I was at work. It's this dude at work, young dude. He's Hispanic and black, right? Young dude. He's like 26, 27, something like that. He's young, right? And he's married. And, you know, when he was on my team, we would talk all the time. You know, he would ask, he asked for workouts and things like that, meals and shit like that. So I was giving him just like tips, little basic stuff, tips and stuff that I was doing, when I first started working out. And then it started to get more frequent, right? He started to ask more questions, get more in depth about workouts, meals, supplements, protein, things like that. He's really starting to get intrigued and like he's really starting to get hooked into it. So I'm just giving him more advice and things like that. Because he's trying to improve himself. He's trying to improve himself all around for him, his wife, his family, things like that. And what really hooked him was when I told him you could grow a beard. I told him I could teach him how to grow a beard. Because you should see how he lit up. Because I was the same way. He was like, "What? You get a beard?" I gave up hope. I was like, "Nah, you do this, that." And I showed him the minoxidil shit, and I showed him my videos and pictures and things like that of how to get the beard. And he's been doing it, and his beard's been coming in. So he's really like hooked on this shit. So, but yesterday, he asked me to come to the gym with him so he can like learn the proper technique on the machines and stuff like that. He did a chest day for him, and just little small tweaks like just in his grip and some of his motions and just like the angling. Because really that's all it is. The trick, it's the details that make the pump a little different. So I took him there, we did a workout, and he's just like, "Man, I've never felt my chest like this." I'm like, "Yeah, it's always like the small little tweaks that make the difference." Right? So he went home. because he was so happy. He took me to dinner. Him and his wife took me to dinner. We went to Olive Garden, nigga. And then we was just talking, and then you could tell like he's really like he admires me, and I'm always appreciative of that, because I'm like, who the fuck am I? To be honest, I just be a nigga that be talking. To be honest, I just be telling people what I go through and shit I be doing, and I'm just a nigga that be talking. So that's why I be like, when the motherfucker, because he's like, his wife was like, he really admires you. Like, he really, really admires you. And it made me feel, I don't want to say tingly inside, but it made a nigga feel good that I'm actually helping a young dude face to face. You know what I'm saying? I could probably be helping y'all over the fucking phone and camera and shit, but I don't get to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all take a piece of me with you, but I don't even get to see y'all half the time. So for me to see a dude that I work with, that I see every day, actually, and a young dude that take in the information I'm taking, and he's happy with the results, I mean, I'm doing right somewhere, you know? And it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling, you know? And that's all I be, that's why I said that's all I be in it for. That right there. Just leading from the front, just to see, because he wouldn't have listened to me if I wasn't in shape. He wouldn't have listened to me if I didn't have a beard. He wouldn't listen to me if I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about a lot of shit. It's just as simple as that. Now, he might have, but there would have been no proof of concept, because it wouldn't have had nothing to show for it, right? That's why I say you gotta be, for anything, not just even just people, but just for you and for the people that you care about, like your immediate family. So if you're gonna do the wife thing, if you're gonna, you know, even your nieces and nephews and shit, like my nephews and nieces, they love me. My nephew look up to me. My son looks up to me. They admire me. They watch what I do. That's why I always try to be on point, because they're watching what the fuck I do. More than anything. The boys is watching me more than anything. They watch my habits. They watch what I do. That's why I try to be more cognizant about the things I say around them, and the things that I let them see. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is, I'm their role model now. Right? I'm their role model. My son, I'm always gonna be that. But my nephew, like I'm always gonna be I'm their role model right now. So I'm who they I'm who they're recording in their mind. So I gotta be on point all the time. So more so, not even just for me, for them. So, but it's easier for me to talk to the kids, because, you know, they're gonna see what they see on social media. They're gonna take in the stuff they think is cool on social media. But what if they see that from their uncle, their dad, you know, see it from me, a nigga that's, you know, I'm getting money, I drive a nice car, I work out, you know, I keep money on, I keep a nice fit, I got nice shoes and stuff. That's the stuff them kids is looking at. So if I can do that, and I'm not doing nothing crazy, doing nothing illegal, you can do it too. Like, trying to break that mindset of just like, that's the only way to get money. It's not. It's 2025. You got a phone, you can get money right now. As an 8-year-old, you can get money right now as an 8-year-old. Like, lemonade stand going digital. Digital lemonade. So this video just really was impromptu, because I was sitting there thinking about it all night. Like, damn, I really made a difference. You know what I'm saying? I really made a difference in the world. Whether it's one dude, even if he's the only person in the world that took my advice and made himself and made his life better and feels better about himself, that's enough for me. You know what I'm saying? If it's more y'all out there, you know, I got more work to do. But it's good to see the fruits of your labor, especially when they're positive, right? But that's all I was getting to. Always want to lead from the front. You always want to be the example of the things you talk about. You always want to practice what you preach. You always want to be something as a man, but you want to be somebody that's your followers can admire, they can look up to, they can believe in, right? And I also, last thing, and I also gave him marriage advice, right? Because I've been married too. So I gave him some marriage advice. Nothing crazy, nothing that's on the path of this social media era shit. Like none of that, because it's not more like, it's not about men versus women. It's about you two, right? So I gave him some advice, off to the side, like just talking to him about how to carry yourself and just things to look out for as far as him, because you are going to be you leading the family, so you got to take the accountability and responsibility of making this thing work. And that's where I fell short, right? It's not about right or wrong. It's I don't even want to say compromise, because it's not a compromise. You got to lead your family the way you want them to go. Everything that happens from now on is going to be your fault, because you the man and this is your family, right? You got a guy to lead your wife and lead your family. That's that, right? So it's not even just a relationship talk, it's just a life talk. But I wouldn't be able to tell them things like that if I wasn't married and then go through it and then fuck it up, right? So, but that's all I got for y'all, man. This is on my mind. So until next time, it's WolfgangPeak, it's Wolfgang Lifestyle. And I'm out.